Alright guys, so today I am reviewing episode 9 of the amazing digital circus, The Last Act. And there is one thing I gotta say. This movie was good. Like, really good. Now, one quick thing, this will be a spoiler-free review. So if you have not seen it at the time, then you will be fine. There's no spoilers coming your way. This is only what to expect from the episode. I'm not getting into what happened, just what I thought was good about the movie and was the minor complaints. What were the minor complaints of this episode? Now, there are a few quick things. One, again, like last video, I will not be using a script. And two, it is 10:30 at night, June 6th. I edited hard. I was in the car for 4 hours doing nothing. I'm just really tired, guys, okay? So if my voice sounds a little tired or deep or quiet, then yeah, that's the reason why. Alright, now, let's get into this. Now, let's start off with all the pros, which there are a lot of pros I got about this episode. One thing, the emotional beats in this movie hit you like a train. It's just insane. It's so good. I need to talk about this way shorter than I want to, because then we'll get into spoiler territory. But once you see the movie, which you should definitely do right now, you'll know what I mean. It's really sad, man. I was walking out there looking like I just came back from war in terms of crying. So, yeah, that's embarrassing, even for someone the age as me. Guys, I'm not like 50, but I feel like I'm too old to be crying from an animated movie of silly cartoon characters. I mean, come on, man. Now, let's get into another thing. Jackson this episode, and Ribbit and Kaufmo. It was really, that's one of the main highlights of the somber parts of this movie. It was really tragic seeing Ribbit and Jack slowly going farther apart. And it's just insane, man. And you really feel for the characters, especially for Jax. There's so much behind him. It's just insane, man. And the animation is as best as ever. Like episode 4 through this episode, it was already good enough. The first 3 episodes, The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, they had actually good animation. It was impressive even for a small studio like this. But this time around, it's just it kind of felt like a Sony movie. Am I saying it's as good as Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse? No, it's a teeny bit weaker than those films, but it's still a really good movie. It may not be a perfect movie, but it's a really, really good one. You can really tell the difference of the animation if you look at episode 1 and then you look at episode 9. It's it's insane, man. The conclusion. People are always walking out of the theater saying, this had a horrible conclusion. Personally, I disagree with this. I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't a perfect conclusion, but let's just jump into this. when you're trying to make a finale of a highly known franchise, it's kind of hard to actually make it, especially with the conclusion. 'Cause conclusions are really hard to make. The only exceptions were How to Train Your Dragon. At first I thought Toy Story, but then again, Toy Story 4 exists, and Toy Story 5 exists too. Just why? So, I can't really bash too hard on this. I really can't. It was a good enough conclusion for me, personally. And we can talk about opinions, but if you can't come to an understanding, then you can get out. Okay, anyways, I'm getting off track. Where was I? Yes. Pros. The voice acting here was phenomenal. And Jax's voice actor, Michael Kovac, did better than ever. And that's a lot to say, because he's been a really good voice actor from the start. He even voice acted N from Murder Drones. Most of you probably knew that if you were like a hardcore Murder Drones fan, but that doesn't matter. This was his best performance. Before episode 9 releasing, the cast and Gooseworks herself and Glitch said that Michael Kovac, this was his best performance yet. And after seeing the movie, they were definitely right. Now, let's get into the very few cons I have in this movie. Now, starting off, the pacing. As I said at the end of my last video, how it was all down how to the show was paced. We've only got one episode left. That's about an hour of content. So it's going to be pretty hard to balance the story out and the conclusion, while also focusing on the plot and learning about these characters and giving other characters character development. Jeez, I said character a lot, didn't I? So, yeah. The pacing isn't that bad. I just feel like some moments that could have been explored more weren't explored. And that's where we get into another con. When you walk out of this movie, when I walked out of this movie, there's just one part of me that still had questions, I tell you. There were some stuff that people were hoping to see in episode 9, and we just didn't see it. I'm kind of one of those people. It's not that bad. It didn't ruin the movie experience, no. But it felt kind of weird. Before this, Gooseworks described this episode in one word, and it was like, what? So, I knew there were going to be some stuff unresolved. But then again, they have their other stuff to work on. They've got Game Overs, they've got Knights of Guinevere, Gaslight District, and a bunch of these other shows. So, yeah. Now, I think that's pretty much it. So, thank you guys for watching. And there's just one thing I have to say. Our channel growth has been insane. At the beginning of the year, what did we have, like 2 subs? And now we're probably at like 190 or 200. I'm not sure. At the time of recording this, it's 176. Because it's June 6th, like I said. I just posted a new video. It's 10:30 p.m. Sorry. So, yeah. And that was our review for the conclusion of The Amazing Digital Circus. Now, there's one thing I have to say. I love the Amazing Digital Circus, and I'm actually gonna miss it. I've never been one of those people that have known it since the pilot. Crazy fun fact, actually, I didn't actually start watching it until I was, like, I don't know, in late April, and that's insane. So, yeah, and guys, that might sound convincing, but just go along with it. And it's just really insane. I'm really gonna miss this show. So much hard work was put into it, and seeing the leak was just heartbreaking. But regardless, this movie still has really good success. It got 7 million, nearly ranking in 8 million in the box office, and it's opening day, mind you, on a Thursday. You don't really see that very often, beating movies like Masters of the Universe, Scary Movie, and even the Backrooms movie. So, yeah, it's really insane. And do you know what's also really insane? It's that we have not had a single bad or even just mid movie come out this year. Animal Farm, you don't count. You don't exist. And I don't expect any changes coming anytime soon, right? Oh, geez, we're taking a very sharp left turn, aren't we?
You're lucky to have what's left of your